I found it and very enjoyable, but I have to admit, probably the main reason that it was so enjoyable is that I saw it right after Heart of Stone.
Oh, yikes.
Had I not seen it right after Heart of Stone,
Yikes.
I probably would have been a little more Frankie about it. I probably would have gone, yeah, it was okay. You know, it's a
Right.
sequel, but
Right.
it's a lot of fun. It's very silly. That's how I distinguish it. When a movie, let's put it this way, Heart of Stone is stupid. It is stupid, stupid, stupid.
It's stupid.
It's stupid. Meg 2, Electric Boogaloo,
Right.
is silly.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's silly fun.
Right.
But because Heart of Stone is stupid, it's not fun.
Yikes.
It should have been fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it is directed by Tom Stone, I think, who directed Peaky Blinders, which was a great British. Yeah, and he's directed Heart of Stone. And the action in Heart of Stone makes the Meg 2 look like Ong Bak. It makes it look like Heroes of the East. It makes it look like 36 Chamber of Shaolin. Because the action in Heart of Stone, without mincing words, is terrible.
Oh, God.
You will hate it.
Oh, yeah, I hate it already. Yeah, I don't even need to watch it.
Phat, you're the one who usually goes, the way they cut it, the way they cut it.
Yeah.
It's clear that they did not have. First of all, it's done by Greg Rucka. It's written by Greg Rucka, who's a comic writer, a comic book writer who's pretty good. And he also did The Old Guard, which was another Netflix female-led action film that I wasn't happy with it. Because again, the action was very expected.
Seen it before.
But at least, and also it's, again, everybody fights the same. The women fight the same as the guys. But at least the fighting was okay in that. The fighting in this is just effing awful.
God,
I mean, you can't, it's just shaky camera and everything in shadow. It was clear that they didn't have the time. But then the whole movie builds to the final confrontation between Gal Gadot as Tom Cruise with Y chromosomes and the betrayer, the other star. The plot is just, again, it's a ripoff of Dead Reckoning. I mean, pretty much beat for beat.
Wow.
Except Dead Reckoning is, again, it makes Dead Reckoning look like Legendary Weapons of China. I mean, it's just, but they build up to this final fight.
Yeah.
And in the first part of the final fight, Gal Gadot versus, I forgot the guy's name, and they fight exactly the same, except at the beginning of the fight, the guy stabs Gal Gadot and then moves in on her and keeps punching and putting his hand into her knife wound. And let me do an impersonation of what she does. Now, when somebody gets close enough to you to put their hand in your knife wound,
yes,
that means they're right here. There's no distance between you and them.
Right.
So here's Gal Gadot with him doing that. Let me do my impersonation of her. Ow! Ow! Oh, let me get my hands in the shot. Ow! Ow! Now, if you see the whole scene, she has her hands free, she has her legs free, she has her head free, and the guy is right here. So if she just stops going, ow, it's my least favorite thing with men and women fighting. It happened in one of Jamie Lee Curtis's movies too. The villain has, I forgot it was called, she was playing a cop. The villain has her by the throat. The villain is right behind her. She's a cop, and he takes her gun and he points her gun over her own shoulder at her best friend who's down the hall. And even though he hands her his hand on her neck while he has the gun out,
yeah,
her arms are free. her legs are free, her head is free. The guy is right there.
Right.
You know, and I teach Kung Fu, and it's kind of like, what's the first thing you do? Your foot goes into his balls, your head goes into his nose. Also, your hand goes down. Once your foot goes into his balls, either hand can go down there and grab it and just rip it right off his body.
Yes.
But and this is what she does. She also does this. She also does the same thing. She also goes, oh, oh, oh. You know what that means? That he's not holding her hard enough.
Yeah.
So there's no excuse for her. If he's choking her and she can't think and she's paralyzed, that's one thing.
Right.
But if she's making noise, he hasn't done that. So it makes no sense at all. And the same thing with her. It's same thing. She's supposed to be the best spy ever.
Yes, I was going to ask, was this like when she was a rookie? Was this a flashback?
No, she's the best agent these guys have. And she has the badass walk at the end of the movie. Thankfully, she's not walking away from an explosion, because that's another one of my least favorite things. I've always wanted, and I've written a couple of scripts where it happens, where somebody who loves those kind of scenes puts a bomb on a gas truck and starts walking away to act like he's really badass, and it blows up behind him. And then he suddenly slows down and falls down with smoking pieces of shrapnel in the back of his head. But in any case, so at the end of this movie, she's just so... And then once she finally, you know, again, like these magic action movies, she gets better and is able to fight him. Because the script said so.
Yeah.
Because the script said so.
Right.
This is how she fights.
I'm scared. Oh, we're talking big John Wayne
big wind-up? One. Always closed fist. All she does is punch him.
That's it.
All she does is punch him with roundhouse punches. So I went on to IMDb and I wanted to see what fight coordinator did such a bad job. Guess what? No fight coordinator is listed.
Wow.
I'm not surprised.
Wow. So they were just winging it. Literally.
I guess, well, they might have had a fight coordinator, but once he saw the finished film, or she saw the finished film, because usually they have they have stunt people, you know, doing for Gal.
Right.
It's such, the bad action permeates the entire movie. The script is terrible. The plot is terrible. The dialogue is terrible. This is a bad, evil movie.
Wow.
And
Yikes.
what did I know? Yeah, that's what I said. I said everything. But there's another Ellen Smithy fight coordinator. There you go. Very good. Very good, Marco. The other thing I wanted to say, because we're still in the middle of the well, hopefully not the middle. Hopefully we're at the end of the strike, the writers and the actors strike. Hopefully we're getting close. I believe this movie could have easily have been written by AI.
All right. Heart of Stupid. Once you mentioned bad shaky cam for the fights, I'm going to do it too. I haven't even seen the fucking movie.
So bad.
I'm doing it too.
Such a stupid movie.
Do you want to hear more? Click on one of the links above or check the link in the description box to watch the full video and subscribe.